All right, we're gonna make some of the best baked mac and cheese today that you've ever had. And I think my mac and cheese is one of the best around. Y'all can fight me on that, but I love my mac and cheese. So since I'm gonna bake it, I am gonna add 2 eggs. So I have a whole deal of a large elbow mac and cheese that I've cooked, and I'm gonna add 2 eggs in it. If I'm just cooking it on the stovetop, I don't add egg, but since I'm baking it, I got me a couple eggs in here. I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper and just a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder. Then you're gonna add about a cup of heavy whipping cream, which was the rest of this because it was almost gone. And then I think the key to mac and cheese is the cheeses that you pick. So I have freshly grated sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, and here's the kicker, Gouda cheese. You need you some Gouda cheese up in there. That flavor, well, bam. So I'm gonna add about a cup of each one of those cheeses in here. And then I got about a half a block of Velveeta. And yes, you've gotta have your Velveeta just for that extra creaminess. So you gotta have all the good cheeses and a little bit of the bad. Okay, after I got it all mixed up, then I put a combination of all 3 of those cheeses on top. I got a half a stick of butter, and I'm gonna just thinly slice it and lay the butter on the top. Preheated the oven at 350, and I'm gonna let this bake for 45 minutes. I may not use this whole half a stick of butter. You don't need too much butter, baby, but you need some. Yeah. Ooh, this is some Southern mac and cheese at its finest. I think that's about it. Yeah, so I didn't use that whole stick of butter. All right, we're gonna put that foil on top. 45 minutes later, it's gonna be ready. Once again, this was recorded this weekend when the TikTok had a massive screw up outage. I don't know what was going on. So half of my videos were recording, half of them weren't. The volume would not work. So I just didn't taste these at the end, but I did cook that for 45 minutes and it was amazing. So give my macaroni and cheese a try and tell me what you think.